Onto equations. Okay, it's just a quadratic equation. When you distribute, you're going to get that, and you must remember you want a 0 on one side for quadratic equations. So I just distribute, get everything on the left so it's equal to 0. You get this trinomial. You have to know how to do this factorizing a trinomial with a leading coefficient that's not 1, because it's got a 2 there. So you've got to know that trick, and you end up with that. So there are the two x's. Same with this one. So it was rather unfriendly, this. Well, not unfriendly, but it's really testing your knowledge of factorization. It's just a whole bunch. It's just a huge expression. So you just got a lot of cleaning up to do. Foil this, foil that, but don't forget the minus in front. That's going to change all the signs. And distribute here. There it all is. There it all is. Check yours. See where you went wrong. It's normally here. Okay, and don't forget middle terms when you square a binomial. So you end up with this. Alright, and then again you need your weird factorizing. There are a couple of different methods. There it is factorized, so there are your two x's. Number 7. This is a big equation with all these trinomials and things in the denominator. So it's the same way every time. Factorize those denominators so that you can reduce your LCD. So first I factorized this trinomial, and it very conveniently became the same as all the other denominators. So if you know what you're doing, the lowest common denominator is just an x plus 2 and an x plus 1. Every single one of these can be converted to an LCD of that. So the first one is just missing the x plus 1, so the 5 gets multiplied by the x plus 1. The second one is missing nothing, it's got both denominators, so the 3 stays. This one over here is missing the x plus 2, so I multiplied x plus 2 by 1 there. And this last one is missing the x plus 1, so I times the 2 by the x plus 1. Now the denominators are the same, kill them, so you've now got a basic grade 8 equation, blah blah blah, and your x is equal to minus 2. Number 8 is known as a literal equation, because they want you to get x in terms of all the other things. I've got s's and v's and numbers. Okay, so the first thing I did was I just multiplied these two fractions together. Okay? So you just, the 1 times, remember when you're multiplying fractions, just times the numerators and times the denominators. So easy. So 1 times all of that stays v minus 2x, and x times the 2 becomes 2x. Alright, then I cross multiplied. So you must just be careful your s doesn't look like a 5. So I've got s times 2x equals that, and then what I did was I grouped the ones with x's together, okay, because my whole point is to take that x out. You see there, I take the x out as a common factor, and I'm left with that, and then you divide that underneath, and you end up with that. This was a horrible looking sum, but actually it wasn't too bad, because anything to the 0 is 1, so I just made that 1. And then remember, if it's a 1, this could be any base you want to the power of 0, hey? So I changed that 1 to be the same base as what's on the left hand side, you see, but I made it to the 0. So isn't that also equal to 1? So actually all 3 of these were equal to 1, you see. I just manipulated it so that I could try and get my bases the same, because this is an exponential equation. Look, it's got an x in the power. It's an exponential equation. Alright, so once the bases were the same, I just dropped them and I ended up with x being 0. Alright, this was sim solving. I'm not going to go too detailed into this one, because there are about 5 different ways of solving this. No, even more. I did it using the column method. Alright, so all I'm going to do is I'm just going to let you see what I did there, and then I'm going to move on because I don't know which way you guys have been taught to do this.